He actually my stepson. But he the oldest.
Yeah. How you calling this?
It's 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
And if Reckless does what he's supposed to do, and what I think he might do, if he does what he's supposed to do, I got Reckless 3-0. But if he coming out thinking that KM is gonna play with him,
Damn.
I'm gonna give it to KM 2-1.
Damn, 3-0 though. Where do you say if he comes out and do what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, because I've seen Reckless 100% in certain situations. I've seen Reckless at 40% in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And then I've also seen Reckless at 100% in the crowd not fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? So even Reckless in the crowd with people not fucking with him and he's still going 100%, that's a dangerous motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
And I told Rick that shit too, no bullshit. Like, he take the risk of going to battle niggas on different platforms, going against their gas and all type of shit.
And still be damn near, like, he might lose in the building because of the gas, but on cam, it looked like he dog walking the motherfucker in front of his homies.
Yeah, safe to say.
Like that no coach battle that he did with Buddy.
With that Australian nigga.
The same night he battled you, right?
He was supposed to battle dude that night, but he ended up battling the next day, that Sunday. He battled the next day.
Oh, okay, whatever.
But yeah, that same weekend though, yeah.
That's
he battled me, then he battled dude the next day.
That's the battle I'm talking about.
Beretta broke?
Yeah, I think they gave it to Beretta, bro.
Yeah, I watched that shit. That shit,
When
yeah, that was
I watched the battle, I'm like, I don't know how they gave it to him.
I think that was cold blood robbery. First of all, some people, don't get me wrong, he can rap and shit, but he take too long like that Baltimore dude Goat went against to get to his punches and shit.
What Baltimore dude?
When Goat lost to, man, look, Goat
Oh, you
lost.
talking about Danny Bull?
That's his name? The Mexican guy?
You trying to go up with Danny?
Yeah, man. Like, they take too long to get to their punches, bro. And all you gotta do is, even if you don't slightly rap, like exactly clean and good and shit, but you just get rapid and just rhyme, you can beat them type of rappers. And it's like, they'll say some shit here and there, and it take too long to get to the punch to me, man. Like, he lost me a lot of his round, bro. And wordplay came out, just straight to it, bing, bang. Cause you got niggas that's like that. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas that don't wanna spend. I don't mind. I appreciate the lyrical niggas that I have to take time to figure out the bar. But you got fans. Half these niggas didn't even graduate from grammar school or high school. No disrespect to none of them, but they fans. They don't want to take, they process, sometimes they intellect, they can process and shoot a gun or rob or steal and get money, but they don't know how to process a bar that's real clever minded, you know what I'm saying? But they appreciate the simple shit more, or the one that's straight to it.
But okay, sometimes as a writer, I say some really simple shit, right? But even when I say some really simple shit, it's still layered. You see what I'm saying? Like when I said right across the counter, like, welcome to Wendy's, what would you like for lunch? Y'all didn't catch that until I explained it.
Dude, I did a reaction to the shit in the video. I caught it when you said
you caught it, but you didn't.
I didn't think, okay, why when you first said this shit?
Because you only thinking one part of the bar. You see what I'm saying? It sounds simple as fuck. But that's what I'm saying, like, being simple is not the hard part. The hard part is taking something that is simple and making it complex. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times motherfuckers is just saying shit because it sounds a certain way to them in their ear. They're hearing this is cold, but it really ain't. You see what I'm saying? It's just It's just something nice to say, and it's not really a bar. And if it's not really a bar, then you're not gonna get the reaction that you think you're gonna get. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people that you saying are lyrical are not lyrical. A lot of people that you, in my eyes, a lot of people that you say have shock value don't have shock value. It's just, or I guess it is shock value because it's a surprise that they're saying some of the shit that they're saying, even though it's simple. You see what I'm saying? But it's not layered. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can say layered and shit. Yeah, some of them might not be heavily layered.
Right.
But it's like, that's the thing too, like, it's so many ways you could lose and so many ways the motherfucker beat you in the battle. You know what I'm saying? I just seen Daylight lose. He's a layered nigga. Like, heavy, he won. I think he's the best lyrical layered pen in battle rap right now. And I think he number one. That's just my opinion. Cause like, the pockets he be in, and the shit that nigga be saying lyrically to niggas, bro, and his ability to freestyle the same way as his pen, that shit is fucking bananas. And I see a lot of, like DNA, I consider him a lyrical nigga. You know what I mean? But some niggas...
DNA is a witty nigga.
Chilla Jones has got a pen, they call him Pen. He's a pen, he call him King Pen. But he's a slow scheme puncher at the same time, but he don't rap like fast like that. But he's a lyrical pen nigga.
He is a pen nigga. He is a lyrical nigga. But the reason why he is because his shit is layered. You see what I'm saying? It's layered. Like when he's saying his scheme, like you hear shit in his scheme that he doesn't even mean to say in a sense. Like he's saying it for you to get the reaction of him so you can hear what he's saying, but what the actual point of what he's saying is something totally different. So he'll have a Mario scheme where he's naming all these Mario characters and all this shit, but what he's actually saying has nothing to fucking do with Mario.
Yeah, that nigga. That nigga is the best, he's the best schemer in battle rap too.
I wouldn't say that.
He is. He had that title for a long time, even the greats nigga gave him that title. But they used to always use that as an angle against him. Like you scheme too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that you feel me? They also crowned the king for that too.
That's what got him a title. Doing it a lot doesn't make you the best though. You see what I'm saying? Just because you're capable of doing it a lot doesn't make you the best. If that's the case, PDX is the best schemer because that's, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to catch PDX not scheme is a problem. Like I don't even know how many times I don't, but the nigga be cold though. So it's a lot of like JC's when he schemed that shit is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Him a pen nigga too.
It's a lot of niggas that have dope ass schemes. I've seen True Foe have a fucking scheme that was fucking bananas.
And he beat Geechee out of Windy City nigga.
So like, yeah, like who's the best schemer? That could be any fucking body, but Chilla Jones is at the top because of the consistency with the amount of time he's done something really fire with scheme. It's like when he starts scheming, you just know that this shit is cold.
Okay.
But to say he's the best schemer, you would have to break down every fucking scheme that ever been said and known, man.
You don't take all day for that,
Mm-hmm.
but like especially for him, every battle he doing that shit.
And he fuck around and be the winner because out of all the schemes, it's gonna be like if you do top 10 schemes of all time, he'll probably have about 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, that nigga man, like I ain't never like. I fuck with Chilla though. I fuck with bro. I ain't gonna lie. I look up to bro, but I look up to him, but I fuck with bro because like he really has a pen at the same time. I just seen him like he got cooked by Rock. He fucked China, won champion of the year. He came back, lost to Rock.
Well, bad to Rock.
You know what I'm saying? Rock lost to K-Shine all 3 times he battled.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean,
I disagree.
Well, you know, okay, it's cool, it's
I
cool.
fully agree that I disagree.
You know, I ain't say he 30 him or nothing, but like every battle I watched him win, like Shine just kept doing the same shit, outperforming him. And Rock even said, he said it himself, he like, oh shit. He like, man, I wanted to smoke his ass. The last battle they had with the Cassidy shit. He like, I wanted to smoke that nigga, I was trying to smoke him, but that nigga's a high performer. I be thinking I be at the level or past him, but he be showing me different on that stage.
Yeah. I'm not saying that K-Shine didn't beat him once or twice.
And he told me, I fucked you up every time we battle. I can tired of fucking you up. I'm like, damn. Rock beat this nigga, man. I think that was some blood shit.
I don't know. I don't think that K-Shine beat him all 3 times.
I mean,
did they battle 3 times?
Yeah, they battled. They first battle was in like some little shoe store.
Yeah, and on the first couple of watches, I had Rock winning that battle, but after further review, it became more and more debatable. You know what I'm saying? I could see why a person would give Shine that battle and respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say Shine won that battle, then yeah. But when I first seen the battle, I thought I just had Rock winning. Because I just, certain styles I just gravitate towards a little bit more. And that's just what it is. Like it wasn't like, neither one of them did bad in the battle, so it's about preference at that point. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody's terrible in the battle, it's about who you prefer. And at that time I preferred Rock over K-Shine.
I just think Rock was the coldest one.
Rock still might be like.
He in his bag right now though. I ain't gonna lie. His last 3-4 battles, he been winning.
He might
even against the girls and shit.
He still might be the #1 battler in the battle rap. Like he's been there for a while.
He had low key fell off for us, man.
He fell off because motherfuckers was feeding into bullshit. And him
Surf took it for a second and then Surf.
I don't want to talk about Surf.
That nigga, bro.
So Surf is an anomaly in battle rap. I don't want to talk about Surf, but it's kind of hard to talk about battle rap without talking about Surf. And that's what I mean. Like he's an anomaly in battle rap. Like it comes to the point where his name becomes synonymous with battle rap. And not necessarily off talent. Not saying he's trash, but it ain't necessarily off his talent. Like he put himself in position to be able to do and say some of the shit that he said. And I can't be mad at him. Doesn't mean I agree with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he did put himself in position pretty well. It just, for me, I don't like how there's one thing when you trash talking about it, but he be belittling a lot of motherfuckers that's working their ass off to get where they at.
But that's what you do when you're on top.
And it's like
when you on top.
Not all the greats do that though, or all the top niggas do that shit.
Name one that don't.
Daylight one of them, he don't do that shit. Unless you coming for him or he asking you ask this nigga a personal opinion. I watch a lot of hip hop, is real, bro. He's a fan favorite on that motherfucker.
Right, and on hip hop is real. Like, he be wilding on niggas.
Like depending on like the questions he be asked.
But that shit, it shouldn't matter. Like if you saying the shit that you saying that he don't be doing that.
Not like how Surf do it. Surf just be like, okay, somebody can say, okay, for example, say like, he's not narcissistic with it. He don't do it in a narcissistic way. Surf be trying to motherfucking like, I'm not even just belittling. It's
you
like
trying to find the difference between Daylight and Surf. Belittling niggas that's not.
I heard Daylight give it up way more and give his proper respect. Even if he said this motherfucker trash his opinion or he a smoker, he don't go this way with him. Most time I see Daylight do that, if he had an opponent like with that K-Shine and Chiller battle, he was really set up to battle him after that. When he lost that battle, he kind of was going in on Shine and saying why he was like talking trash to him a little bit. He's like, no, I ain't gonna take you now. You just did all that.
What about the people that he's not battling? That's what I mean.
Like who you, like he just randomly just talk about.
Yeah. Like if you have like a bad performance or do something.
Oh yeah, he gives you criticism on it, yeah.
Not criticism, belittling. Like he make a motherfucker feel bad. Like the shit he said about Mike P after Rattler smoked. And the thing about it is,
it be a lot of bias shit too.
The difference between Daylight and Surf is Surf says it to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? They not saying Daylight won't, but when you catch Surf doing his belittling, his big boy or motherfucker that's coming up under him, in a sense, when you catch Surf doing that, it's normally to the nigga. That's why it feels that way.
I like it's entertaining sometimes.
Yeah, they like poke holes and poke fun at a motherfucker from a camera out in Cali somewhere, and the battle was over here in fucking Atlanta, New York, somewhere else, which is cool. It's funny, it's entertaining. You know, it don't seem like it's too, you know what I'm saying, personal. It just seems like he just talking shit. But when Surf is talking shit about you, it's normally to you.
Facts.
Or motherfucker run you up in conversation, and as far as trying to battle him type shit.
You ever listen to him on Spaces?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm able to say some of the shit that I'm saying, because 9 times out of 10, if he's talking about a motherfucker, they in the space.
And he been quiet for a while. Oh, well, in that case, you heard about that bullshit. Well, we don't have to keep talking about it, bro. But these niggas always talking shit in the fucking group chat. King the guy back where he supposed to go to this event too. And he got a new pen, he playing now, you know, all the stuff that transpired behind the scenes. He got his mind right.
And then went to Office Depot real quick. So he got a new pen. He went to Office Depot.
I believe him though, shit. You know what I mean? I have a lot of shit to say now.
That nigga went to Walmart in the school supply section and bought him a pack of bits. That's the new pen he got.
After this event coming up. No, fuck that. John A.
What about
we don't have to say too much behind the scenes what happened.
him? No, what about him?
But,
What are we talking about John A for?
well, I'm bringing him up because prior to me kicking him out the group the first time, I wanted to say on here that when I put him back, I wasn't fully aware of the damage that he did. I was aware of some of the damage that was done, but I think in the reality sense of it, I guess I had slipped up and fucked up and put him back in the group.
Okay.
And when I had spoke with bro about it, I didn't want you or him to feel like, I was just saying, cause y'all treat the platform with so much respect and fuck with the nigga. And I don't want to feel like this nigga was more important after all this shit that he had done. Then I told this nigga to stop. And this is another thing before you answer. Part of the reason with the diss track, I know that mostly his track was mostly aimed at Sonny. It was trash by the fucking way. But he threw a light jab at me, and me doing that, I used that as a little light jab to fire back. It was really like to be like, damn, bro, like you really did some fucked up shit, and it cost me my friendships and association with people putting you back in this group, and I fucked up as a league owner and shit, and fellow friend and shit like, man.
Okay, check this out.
Cause like I was kicking myself in the head about, cause I didn't even know like motherfuckers left or none of that. I just found out the way I did, and I just wanted to apologize to you and Sonny. Even though y'all said it's cool already. You feel me?
Like that was beyond you at a certain point. Like it had nothing to do with you at a certain point. Like whether you added him to the group or not. Like me leaving the group, part of me. Me leaving the group was partially because I just didn't see the benefit in all of us being in the group all the time. We wasn't battling all the time. We just in there talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. And then motherfuckers get drunk. This shit strong. Motherfuckers get drunk and then feel like they could just say and do whatever because it's battle rap. Cool. If that's how you feel, I'm not stopping you from doing what you're doing as a man, but that don't mean I gotta sit there and be a part of it. So, there's a lot of shit behind the scenes about John I.E. that I don't fuck with. That was prior to even battling on your platform the first time. You see what I'm saying? So, and I know you don't know or understand or know, you know what I'm saying, are privy to that information. So I can't fault you for that, right? Like I already
Indica?
Yeah. We can go to the stuff in a minute. Part of that was him. Part of that was just the group chat in general. But I don't want you to feel like you did something wrong. I just didn't see the point in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, once a motherfucker go as far as saying they gonna stab a motherfucker over some battle rap, and it's a motherfucker that you already battled, so it wasn't even no point of you even poking that bear any fucking way. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But once a person goes that far and feels like everybody else is pussy because we don't fuck up events or fuck up the money, or everybody trying to get to a bigger bag, a bigger situation, you know what I'm saying, and you being an unprofessional motherfucker can definitely put a detriment on you progressing. Like, yeah, you can go viral and motherfuckers will book you off that, cool, but when it comes down to the big bucks, motherfuckers like Math Hopper don't get called because, he, you know what I'm saying, he been in fights and shit like that. Disaster does get called, but it was a time where you didn't see him battling. It may not necessarily have nothing to do with battle rap.
Yeah, he had a few fights outside of Math. They had before Math too.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like when motherfuckers do this shit, like they have to sit down for a while. And I might not want to sit down. I might not want to build a buzz off the fact that I'm a violent motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I might want to get out the streets. Why the fuck am I bringing the streets in the battle rap, even though it's supposed to be expressed in battle rap? Like we supposed to be the voice of the streets, not bringing the streets in the battle rap. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, we need to be selling bricks in the battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to be, you know what I'm saying? Your connect, you need to be standing right there at the fucking battle. If that's the case.
Yeah.
Like, it's just certain shit you just don't do, bro. And
I wasn't cool with none of that shit at all. I just wasn't that freaking.
like,
You saw how I acted, like, even though, like, laughed and
he took a lot of shit the wrong way. Like you would give Johnny a compliment and he would swear up and